You want
Test. Alright, so that's one
It's
more.
just that I'm watching a video so that you don't get copyright.
And now it's gonna be quiet. Time to think of jokes on my own now. Reach for the ladder, peasant. Why are you holding that gun like that? Who holds a gun like that? Alright, men first. Men first. Ladies have no value. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, why am I so
Bro, really?
sexist? Why am I
that?
why am I always so sexist and racist in these streams?
You really are, though. Why you do this?
Cause I can't.
Do this? Why?
It's online. Alright, I'll just take everything. Cause it's all mine now. All the candy, all the money, all the babes. Not this one. Not this one or that one. I've got the baseball bat. I'm ready to fight. Give me victims.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
Alright, I'll give you a hand. Why won't you let Tess do this? Alright, Xena, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to move you out the way so I can stand up. I gotta disconnect controller because I forgot how broken this is. Be right back.
To Blade 101 to stream. So today we are gonna be talking about how I am in round.
Are you trying to steal my stream away from me?
No.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome back to his stream.
Screw off, Blade. You're trying to steal my stream, aren't you?
Go check out my stream, Blade 101202. It's Mr. King Crab Gaming.
He's not
There is
streaming
a
at all.
SpongeBob. Yeah, I'm not streaming, but check out my channel though.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, check out his channel. I'm in 2 videos.
And by the way, guess what? Wow, it's my image is SpongeBob. That's just
retarded.
no.
It's retarded, Bob. That's what it is.
Yeah, his name's retarded Bob. He looks like SpongeBob, but no, he's not SpongeBob.
He's retarded,
So,
Bob.
Yeah, it's Mr. King Crab Gaming. Remember, the crab isn't a C, it's a K.
Or if you're too lazy to think of how to spell it, just look up Blade 101 202.
It's not O's, it's 101202.
Well, everyone always says O, so.
Yeah, because it's much more cooler. You know, no one's gonna say your dad's lesbian.
No, you. Alright, you know what? This is how
When
we
they're both
take out the other
trans.
one. No, you're trans.
Both of your parents are trans. They're both.
Now we take this guy's lover, and we strangle him. I stole his lover and strangled him. Yoink the ammo. Alright. Toss a brick at them. Toss another brick at him. Grab him. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, that's it. He died. Whose fault is that, sir? Yours. Ooh, bottles! Time to drink some whiskey and kill some people. It's time to kick butt and chew bubble gum. But I'm all out of bubble gum.
I'm
and
all
grab
out
him.
of gums.
You know what? Screw you.
It's a good thing I can pause my game because I really need to get a drink, so I'm gonna get a drink and then.
Oh, you're not gonna watch my stream, I guess then.
Oh, okay. I'll watch your stream while playing my game. So just tell me when to look, and I can. I can pause my game.
You can like look right now.
Here, let me pull it up. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up.
As you're saying this, they're pushing a thing. I'm pretty sure they don't want to pull it up if they're pushing it down just to avoid the mafia. When I say mafia, I mean the military. When I say military, I mean the army. When I say the army, I mean the Nazis.
The place is right up ahead.
When I mean anything, I mean I'm dead inside.
Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
Alright, well,
I'm back.
I'll show you.
get ready to be arrested.
Did you get a
curfew.
message? Someone messaged you, by the way.
Okay, let me check. Shut up. Then pull it down with the Hydra. Hail Hydra. Oh,
Hail
goddamn.
Blade! 101202. Whoa, whoa.
She needs a hand with everything. Why don't you make
1,
freaking
2,
her do it?
3. RPG. What was it again? The
Look,
Let her
look,
go.
Arby's thing? What was
look
it
at that.
again?
It's your favorite character, the little girl.
Oh, there she. What the
The
fuck?
little girl and the old man. Just what you wanted.
Is-
Don't worry, this is fixed.
Is it free? Like, is this game free?
Gotta help.
No,
Like,
it
I
was.
actually want to know what.
It was once.
And I can't come with you.
I actually want to know if. Like, I want to know what the
Well, then I'm
storyline is.
staying,
Don't
Ellie.
tell me.
Well, watch me
We're
broadcast
gonna
this
get another
game.
shot at this.
The. No thanks.
The
The.
Fireflies will meet you at the Capitol building.
If I had a
How much
PlayStation
is
camera,
it?
It's not exactly
it's
close.
like it's about selling for $40 now. I
You
think
hand her off.
Used
come
to be
back.
60.
No thanks.
Double what Robert sold.
the sequel's
Speaking of
gonna
which,
come out
where
next
are they?
year.
Back in our camp.
What do you mean sequel?
They're making the
We're not
sequel for the
smuggling
game.
shit until I see them.
So the game isn't done yet? Like, it just
Follow me.
goes on a
You
cliffhanger?
can verify the weapons.
Yeah, kind of. Not necessarily, but it doesn't necessarily go on a cliffhanger. But
She's
people
not
ask for a
crossing
sequel to
network.
wonder what's gonna happen next. So
I want Joel to watch over her.
A prologue is before the movie, and then a sequel is after the movie, right?
How do you know?
what?
I was close with his brother.
Okay, imagine a movie.
Said if I was
Okay.
ever in a jam, I could rely
A
on him.
prologue is a prologue of a movie is before the movie, and then the sequel for a movie is after the movie
good man.
happened.
I could just take her to the North Pole.
I understand, but what about it?
It's cargo, Joel.
Am I right? Is that how it is, or is it flipped?
You'll be
Like
fine.
the prologue is like the beginning of what's gonna happen, of the events following after the
So
prologue.
then what's
Stay close.
so then what's the? I know
Let's
there's
go.
another word. Sequel, prologue. What was it?
Climax.
No, not climax, because that's no. Sequel is basically they're making another movie that. So then, what's before that movie? Like,
I heard all the
So it's
shooting.
before the sequel.
What happened?
what's before? You could have just said yes this whole time. You
Yeah.
fucked.
Also, by the way, this game actually
Down
has a
here.
prologue at the beginning. I'm just on Act 2 right now. There are 4 acts, I think.
Keep up.
Never mind. You don't know what I'm asking.
I do know what you're asking me, but like I'm just putting it in movie language. This is Act 1, I think.
Yeah. I know there's another word, not prologue, but like there's another word. You know, like I know it's at the tip of my tongue. I don't know what it is. Fuck.
Why are we talking
Like, I've
about this?
heard of
I need these funny clips to put on the highlights, but like
Yeah,
we're
this is
just
gonna
talking
be a
about.
random clip right here. Just like say, this just us like talking, like this is just our conversation. It's so random.
This is
all
like
our
this is like a
conversations.
podcast right now, Blade.
Okay, make it a podcast then. Fuck.
The Bladed
Podcast
RPG
slash
podcast.
clip. Like, yeah, just do that then. Like,
Sometimes
The Bladed RPG podcast.
that's a first.
Hi everyone.
yeah,
welcome
the
back to
bladed
the,
RPG.
Hi
Yes,
everyone,
you
welcome
still
back to-
remember.
Hi everyone,
Yes!
welcome back to the Bladed RPG podcast. Today we will be talking about movie films, which Blade has been asking about. Since I've been playing this game in the background, he has
Just
been
like-
My mom,
asking about
and she's
movie
the
Like,
prologue.
okay, it's
prologues
like
and
it's just
acts.
that movie,
nothing to do with anything.
and then there's. Okay, it's like I don't know if it's like called prologue, but I know there's like I know sequel. Sequel means like after the movie happened. Like this what happened, but like what's the word
I'm not
for
supposed to tell you why you're smuggling
this? What happened before that thing, that movie happened? Like
That
you
is the
know what I'm-
prequel.
Be honest with you.
Prequel! Oh my god!
Good.
Yes!
Calm down, this is a podcast. We're not supposed to go freaking out about things like that.
No, it's not.
Is it?
This whole time I've been trying to figure it out. Like I'm just, oh, it was like on the tip of my tongue. I tried to pick it.
And then if there's 3 movies, you call that a trilogy. And if there's
Yeah, trilogy,
multiple
yes,
movies,
I know.
that's a saga.
Killing time.
Yes, Saga. It's like Dragon Ball Saga.
What am I
Like
supposed to do?
bam, bam,
What?
bam.
Screw
Saga.
Dragon Ball. Out of all the
Screw
examples you could have made, you
Naruto.
put Dragon
Fucking
Ball and
One
Naruto.
Piece. You.
One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball, those all suck. Too many episodes, so much
Alright
filler,
then.
not enough story.
What?
You need 12,
One
you need
Piece
like...
is original. I love One Piece.
just kidding.
Alright.
One Piece is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I love One Piece.
Even though I only watched
That's-
season 1, that's it.
It's pretty great.
You mumble in your
You should
sleep.
keep watching. Eventually, there's gonna be. They like put it HD, not
There's
like
gonna
old.
put they're gonna
No, no,
put
no,
like
they-
some
they don't-
ninjas, then they're gonna put some cyborg ninjas in there. They're gonna
There
put
was.
some
There's
pirates,
literally a fucking
pirate
cyborg
ninjas
eventually.
in there.
His crew is gonna have a cyborg eventually, and then they're gonna meet some samurai ninja people. Like what the fuck?
And then pirates are gonna come out of nowhere, and those pirates are gonna turn into
That
cyborgs that are
entire-
also
This
ninjas.
whole entire anime is pirates. Yes.
That's
there
that's
are
what's gonna
pirates
happen.
that are ninjas. Yes, that's who they meet.
Can it?
Ninja
And then
pirates
there's
that
gonna
turn
be
into
zombies,
cyborgs.
literally fucking zombies, shadow people. Like,
And then
what
the
is
main
this?
character
It's
is
so
made out of
original,
rubber,
like-
which is
How's Merlene?
no one would ever figure this out. Like, bruh.
yeah,
That's
probably.
It's a lot.
Unless they're just foreshadowing.
Do this?
Yeah.
Or
I love
we're just
how
giving
it
them
went. This is still a
or we're-
podcast, alright?
or we're
You're just
giving
gonna
them-
name this whole thing. No, you're just gonna name this whole entire video podcast. Like, this
Yeah.
whole video is gonna be podcast, right? The Last of Us Part 3.
the
And
last
then be like,
the
yes,
Last of
this
Us
is a
part
podcast.
part 3 podcast edition.
Oh yeah, podcast. But like, okay, why do they call it podcast? So like, why can't they just talk it, like, say it talk show, or where they just talk,
Cause
or like game talking show, like podcast? Like, how did they figure this out? Like, what? Like,
Cause
what?
those are the way you say those are stupid.
True, true.
Also because
then,
podcast
like-
also sounds so way cooler than a normal way to say stuff like that.
True, true.
Mhm.
But then like, okay. Let's get away from this subject. Let's talk about math. What the fuck? Who invented math? Why did they do it?
Albert
And-
Einstein.
Alright, I don't give a shit about him. What I care is, I know he invented it so that, hey, guess what? Now you can do it. It's like, did they just like get a group of people? It's called
It's like
Numbers.
they created a club.
what?
Like they created a club and we're like, all right, this is a thing called numbers. See this?
Yeah, it's like,
This is the number 1. This is the number 2.
Alright.
And you keep
this is
going. Like for
gonna be a
example,
consequence.
you have
like
multiple versions of this one object.
kid.
How many versions do you have? Like multiple?
Lucky step.
No, but how many exact numbers do you have? That's how it
Like
probably
that's how
all
it
went
went.
down.
That's probably how it went.
Yeah, that's
how-
actually probably how it went. Like no joke.
like why? It's like oh. Oh my god, that's. So then.
On the
all of a
topic
sudden
of
it's like-
math, let's talk a bit about school. School sucks. They teach you things that you're probably not even gonna use in real life sometimes. Sometimes they're important,
Yeah.
sometimes they're not.
Like sometimes like okay, eventually you learn stuff that you want. But like me, I don't care about science. I don't expect myself being science guy in the future. I really don't. Like
Yeah,
eventually
exactly.
if I wanna be science, that's when I wanna start learning about science, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want people forcing me to learn it right now because over time you're gonna be like,
The other way.
I know I learned this in high school, middle school, intermediate,
Mhm.
but I forgot. It's been over years. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a
it's
long
like
ass time.
it's like this is the biology of a plant. Well, how am I supposed to know that if E equals MC squared? If I can't remember that.
Okay, now going back to this topic. What the crap? M equals CL. Like, who made this equation?
I I know, right?
Like pi. Like
why do you
why-
add freaking letters into math? Math
Like-
involves numbers. I don't like the letter system in math.
Marlene
Oh
set
my
us up.
gosh, dude. But you know, like,
Why the hell are we smuggling in?
even though they math, it's
I'm not
become
intimidated.
complicated. Simple
Yeah.
math, like,
Lying.
hey, I have 2 of these
explain,
things
you better
and I have
explain
another
fast.
2. Okay, you have 4.
Look at this.
Yeah, I know.
I
Like,
don't care how you got infected.
when
It's 3
in life
weeks
are you gonna
old.
use
Everyone turned
Okay.
in 2 days, so you stop
I have-
bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks. I swear.
10 equals xy squared divided by quadratic fucking formula here,
Basically,
and then like, what? You're not gonna go in the store and be like, I want the cup size of this. This is what is
yeah,
the cup size
yeah,
for
You're not gonna want to.
2 divided by squared root squared monkey bomb Ragnarok shit. And then they're just gonna look at you like, what did you say, ma'am?
Exactly.
Like,
When I give you the signal,
Oh my God.
School is so dumb.
it's not dumb, it helps you, but it's dumb how they force you that.
Well,
Like,
I'm just
it's
saying.
like I eventually wanna learn how to
God damn it.
do programming. That's why I wanna go in class for programming. But for some people who don't wanna eventually program in their life, they don't see it, right?
Mhm.
They force them to know it, like, what?
Yeah, basically. And same with art. I want to do art, and people are like, "No, art's gay. I don't want to do this."
I am very bad at art, but I'm
Same.
forced to do art to graduate.
Alright, on the subject of art, anime.
Okay.
We're switching to anime.
Alright. Okay.
Our subject here.
Well. Okay, well, anime, okay. Some people, they don't see it, they don't like it, they're like, oh, this is just a cartoon. No. It's art, alright? There's lots of things. There's genres of anime. There's an anime for romance, there's an anime that has over 1 billion episodes. Alright, it's just like, if you
Yeah.
wanna watch something,
It
watch it,
like
you know?
it's got more development. It's like basically a drama, but with animation.
Like in real life, it's, you know, some movies are cool, like, I don't know, Infinity War, that's a cool movie.
yeah.
But I want more, if I want more cartoonish style, more jiggle movement, you know?
Don't ever say jiggle movement ever again. 'cause-
It's really fun. I love the romance, alright? The
Mhm.
plot in this, okay? What about you? Why?
Why do I watch it? 'Cause mainly I like to watch the plot development, the characters develop, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's
And
more
the lollies,
it-
because literally every time you
Shut up!
recommend me a fucking anime, there is always a lolly in that, like, what?
Okay, shut up about that. That's just a mere coincidence. Second.
Okay.
Oh my God, you never believe me. Anyways, yeah, I watch it for the plot. I watch it for the characters. I watch it for the
Yeah.
the good feels. I like it whenever there's a sad ending,
like if-
emotional, the feels, the cries, the
Yes, the
tears.
feels, like Clannad. Have you ever watched that anime, Clannad?
No.
No? You,
I
it's
don't think they see us.
recommended, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, people who are watching this in the future, this anime will make you cry. It will make you feel so sad, but it's like you just want to keep watching it, want to see what happens next. Like, oh my goodness.
Are we safe?
Exactly.
There's even a series where at the very end, yes, there's a full spoiler alert here. So if you guys don't want to hear it, skip this like 5 minutes later on, alright?
Yeah, like pause
But
it, then
basically,
like press that live button
basically,
a little bit later.
there is just gonna be, he's a dad now, but all of a sudden, his husband, or not his husband, his
What?
his wife died giving birth. But then all of a sudden it's like it gives you all of this emotional project. But at the end, it was so cold outside. They didn't have money. She died, and then he cried. He had her on his hand, and then all of a sudden, like a snap of finger, it was white. And then they're back to when she was giving birth, and then happy ever after. It's like it shows them being good.
Oh yeah, I heard of that. I heard of that ending.
Marlene's.
Yeah, the
The
feelings.
feelings.
They have their own
Feelings.
little
Oh my
quarantine
gosh.
zone.
Even though I didn't watch
These
it,
doctors there
I
still
saw
trying to
like
find a cure.
a clip of that
We
whole
heard
entire
before, huh,
segment,
Tess?
and I still felt the feels there.
And that
Yeah, it's just that he didn't want to take care of the child because he thought, oh, it's your fault for killing my wife, you know. But like,
what she
eventually,
said.
his best
Oh, I'm sure
friends,
she did.
Hey, fuck you,
They
man.
just-
I didn't ask for this.
they just made him. They made a plot to make
What the
make
hell are we doing
the
here?
child
That's true.
hang out with the dad when he's
I can't.
just like
What if,
basically,
Joel?
I don't know,
We've come this far. Let's just
she
finish
can
it.
walk then.
I need to
So
remind
he
you what's
abandoned
out
her for like a long time. But now like they love each other, and then oh my god, the feels like it's like this what we mean about plot development. Like
Character development. We need
Oh
some
my
more of
gosh.
this.
This way. If we cut
Alright.
downtown, we can hit the Capitol.
Alright,
by sunrise.
it's about time we change the subject.
all right, let's change the subject to love. All right, do you wanna talk about love
No, not really.
or like times in school where people irritated you? Funny
Probably.
things, no?
Let's talk about irritation.
All right. Well,
Holy moly.
well, you start off because I
Alright.
honestly don't have anything.
Honestly, I don't have anything either.
Alright, okay, well, this, I don't know if this is
You want to talk
irritating,
about
but, like,
online irritating things or like
it doesn't matter. But
IRL?
like, in class, in real life, we were doing projects, alright, we were all doing projects, and then my subject was math, how people were like, I'm gonna put on a mask, and then show people my other stuff that's not me, you know, like, they're not being truthful, stuff like that. That's my project right there. Someone made their own project about girls not having to have men. Alright? Girls should not have men in their life at all.
For now.
Alright? Because they don't need them. Alright? She's not getting the point here. Okay, eventually in my life, I don't want to die lonely. I want to hold someone in my arms. You know what I mean? Like, I
oh,
want to love someone. I want to have a family. Have fun. You know?
yeah.
But she's here saying, whoa, no, we're not having this because what the fuck? We don't need this shit. We don't need man. We can provide for ourselves. That's not the fucking point here.
We're self-sophisticated.
Like, why do you need love? I don't want to die I want to die with a family. I don't want to die lonely as fuck. And it's like, oh, you'll be fine. I went, what? Okay. that's we ended that conversation. It was silent as crap. That whole entire conversation there. It was so silent. Some people were giggling because of me, because of what I said, right?
Yeah.
But god dang. I'm right though, right? Like I know girls, they're good. They can provide for themselves. But man, though, some people like me, some man needs love. Okay,
Exactly.
love's just and the essence of love. The what essence? Love is
of
the
what?
essence of life. All right, it's just you just need some of it eventually in your life.
Mhm.
Just eventually, you know.
So these guys are waiting for backup.
What about you? Anything happen like anything? It doesn't have to relate. It's just something
Damn.
interesting to talk about. You know.
Hmm.
No,
Like
nothing.
what specified thing do you want me to talk about?
That's what years of infection.
Anything.
So what are
Keep this podcast going.
Well, I gotta keep the episode going, and it's like an hour for me to record this back to edit some of the things.
True.
Chop
Okay,
'em up.
okay. Here. let's talk about entertainment. All right, I have two things: roller coasters and people who do crazy stuff. Like, where I know in Japan, there's an elevator that goes all the way up, like 1 billion feet up on the mountain, just goes straight up.
Feels like it's about to fall apart.
How do people think of this? Like, they just like all of a sudden, oh,
Watch your head.
I think of something marvelous. It's gonna be risky, but it's gonna be amazing. Something that can fall 1 billion feet down really fast, but we gotta make sure it's gonna be entertaining. And it's like, whoa, would you look at that? Or like, there's someone else, like, how did they figure out, okay, this mountain and that mountain, in between those, let's make a glass bridge that's like 500 feet miles apart, so that you have to like actually walk, like you can see what's underneath you, you don't know if it's gonna break, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
How?
how do people think of this stuff?
I cannot, like, I would think of it, but then I would be like, how would I do it? How did they do it? Just a helicopter? Attach it? Like, what? Is this how they do it? And then who is the person that tested this? No one in their life are willing to just go on that bridge, be like, it's safe! Unless you really need the money or to support your family, like, I would understand, but like,
Yeah.
dude, how do people just test this, you know?
Exactly.
And then roller coasters. How do people figure that out? Be like, alright, let's make something really fast that straps around you. It scares the fuck out of people. Alright?
Keep it a little.
But then at the end,
good.
after the ride, they're like, I want to do it again. How did... What? Just... Now they have dummies, like, now they, like, to test it, right? To test it, now they
Yeah.
have dummies to actually do it. But like, before that, they didn't have dummies, so... Again, here's the point. How did they make the guy do it? Was he miserable? Did he needed the money? Or... Like... Dude.
Did you
Oh
ever
my
stop
gosh.
to think they were willing to try anything?
Alright, kid, you're up.
That is very true.
Come on.
Yeah.
Very,
Yes.
very true.
Like, willing to try anything. Spicy sauce, anything weird, like eat raw food,
Yeah. Well,
stuff like that.
in the
anything.
old times, people ate raw food because they needed to survive. They didn't know about how to cook and stuff like that, you know?
Mhm.
So they had to eventually, just to actually survive. But,
Clickers?
just,
Go, go.
I don't know no more.
No.
I don't know no more. Just, I don't know. But yeah, that's just weird.
Alright,
guess
I think that's all the time we got here for.
views.
We'll probably make it a
Dang,
full-on
like-
series.
Like a full-on series every Saturday or Sunday, just a weekend.
That probably won't
No.
be possible with me, but like you could probably like switch this off between each other from time to time. If I'm not available, do it on yours.
Yeah, like we should like just play a game, simple game, very simple. But while we're playing that game, all right. By the way, you should end this.
Alright.
Yeah.
See you next time on this podcast.